something that's been helping me lately is, which is, I'm just telling the truth with people. You know, because I get in victim mode, and it's hard for me when I get in victim mode. And victim mode is like when we're all like, like we're just like blaming everything outside of us and all this like stuff that's like happened to us, and our life is so unfair and all of these things, right? Maybe you guys don't struggle with that, but I do, and this is for anybody else who struggles with it. And a lot of people have been a victim to their lives, you know? But I've learned that we need to get out of that mentality because it's holding us back. And one thing that I've been, saying to myself is like, I'm not the only person who's lost everything. You know, you sit over here and you're like, oh, I lost everything. God took all my friends and all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, hey, but we're not the only people in the world dealing with that. And actually, there's people who are going through just 10 times worse. And I know that sounds terrible. Like, it really does sound terrible to, like, use guilt almost to, help you get out of victim mentality. But it's been helping me. So I'm like, I don't know if guilt is necessarily a bad thing. Because on days when I'm like, oh my God, everything's so terrible, it's happening to me, and I'm so sad, and blah, blah, blah. You know, I think about the people in Gaza, and I'm like, I need to shut the fuck up. Because I am not a victim to my circumstances. I just have to make it through some testing. And you know what? I can actually get through anything. And actually we have to, because we care about those people and somebody has to carry on for them. Because they need help. And there's people who need more help than me. So, I don't know, it's actually been helping me. I don't know if that'll help everybody. I don't know if anybody's going to agree with this. But again, this is just something I want to share with people who might, or, who might need a different way to reframe things. That's what I'm saying. Like, get through your reality however you have to. And, like, my reality is getting really hard right now. So I've had to kind of go into, like, more extreme thoughts. And, sometimes that's just, like, what my path requires. I've always had to do this. I've always sometimes had to, like, kind of get into an extreme pathway of thought process to get through my reality. And that's why I really understand all different ranges of people, because I've had kind of a more extreme path. As far as, like, I have complex PTSD and all that stuff, from severe emotional neglect and abuse. Narcissistic abuse too. And that's actually like what we're all going through right now in the whole world. Everybody's going through narcissistic abuse, like, because obviously, like, they do whatever they want and then they, like, say it's fine, and they literally, like, take out entire countries. My dad was allowed to, like, take out my entire mind, so it's like that kind of stuff where a lot of us are facing a lot of the same patterns, just in different ways. But some of us do have privilege, and lest us not forget that in the moments of victimhood, because it's very easy. It's very easy to be a victim here, because we are. We are all victims to a beast of a system. But at the same time, there's got to be purpose in it. There's got to be a reason why we're all over here doing all of this work, and there's other people experiencing other things in the world. And I don't accept that this is just the way things are. I don't accept that. I accept that something's going on and something magical and grand and miraculous and beautiful and miraculous and amazing is going to happen for all of us, and that this is, like, actually my downloads and everything. Because that's exactly what the Matrix would want us to not think. They wouldn't want us to have hope. They wouldn't want us to believe in something miraculous and crazy and amazing. And they want us to believe that everything is just always horrible and it's always going to go bad and it's always going to go negative and things are never going to change and they will never get out of power and there's absolutely nothing we can do and we're completely powerless and our minds can't simply change this place. We have to physically take it over ourselves. But I don't believe that. I believe more and more every day that there are other dimensional beings that are coming to help us. And have actually been helping us this whole time. And we just didn't know it. And that's why there's like all these people awakening and all this stuff happening. But it can't be fully revealed yet because it's just not time. So until such time, we have to like just believe it. That's our challenge, is believing in the unbelievable, in the impossible, in miracles, in all that stuff. And honestly, it makes a lot of sense that we would, again, every day it does prove that we're more and more in hell. It's not getting better. So I call that hell, you know? So anyway, this is where I'm at sometimes with things. Again, a little kooky, a little quacky, but I do realize, again, I'm kind of like on the outskirts of things. God, of course, designed people at different levels of intensity to help different people at different levels of intensity. So I'm realizing that I'm reaching people who had a more intense level of life. Or, you know, just feel intensely about what's happening on the outside also, you know? Because it is rough sauce, guys. I knew this year was going to challenge us. I did make that video at the beginning of the year where I was like, this is going to be challenging. It's been challenging, wouldn't you say? I'm like, damn, I can't believe it's not over yet. Like, fuck, bro. I just want this shit to be over. I know you guys are all on the same page. So anyway, I don't think we have much past this year, really. I think it's going to calm down after this year, guys. I think God's going to take his boot off our fucking necks here. But we might have 6 more months of absolute horse assness. So that's why I'm like, you know what? Get through your fucking realities the way that you can. Don't guilt yourself. Just fucking get through it. We just got to get through this part. It's the collapse. It's not a fun time. You know, you don't got to hold yourself to all these things. I'm going to be this amazing person, blah, blah, blah. You can work on the healing once the healing. You know what I'm saying? Till when you can rest and shit. But also do not spiral into despair. That's the only thing. Whatever you do, don't spiral into despair. Don't let the bastards win. Confirmation burps. It's 7:14 on the clock, which are my 2 favorite numbers.